still in hell. On the last episode, I chopped a bunch of wood, died a whole bunch of times, sang a silly song while mining gold, and crafted a full set of armor. Sans the pants. For the first task of today's episode, I needed a way to cook food in the Nether, but there's no cobblestone down here with which to craft a furnace. So I took a gander online and discovered the recipe for a campfire. But I only had one heart, and I didn't want to waste a good pork chop, so I put all my stuff in a chest and jumped off the cliff, forgetting to take off my gold armor, which almost landed in the lava. Got lucky on that one. After getting my gold back, I decided to take a hike across the Crimson Forest, hoping to find a fortress or a bastion or, I don't know, something. Then I picked a fight with a hoglin and died. Of course. Then on my way back to my stuff, I died again. And again. And all that gold I spent so long acquiring in the last episode went to waste. I felt great. For the sake of my sanity, I said, "Screw the Crimson Forest," and walked in the opposite direction. I got back to the grind of mining for gold in an attempt to replace my glorious lost armor. A ghast attacked me, but I killed it by punching its fireball back at its face. Sucker! To celebrate this victory, I got myself a pair of pants. Just like I promised. On my excursion, I found a bunch of mushrooms. And then I remembered that mushrooms grow in the Nether, and I don't have to hunt the hoglins for food. That should result in a lot less deaths during this series. After making my way down a cliff to get some wonderful red mushrooms, I spotted a Nether fortress in the distance. But then it occurred to me that I have barely any decent equipment, I'm far from the respawn anchor, and I'm carrying a bunch of stuff I don't want to lose. So I pretended I didn't see it and made my way back to base. Maybe some other time. A cool thing this playthrough is making me do is forcing me to use everything I got in order to survive. I never use wooden tools in the vanilla game, and I avoid soul sand unless I'm making a Neverwort garden. But when my pickaxe breaks and I need blocks to help me cross an ocean of lava, they're a lifesaver. Anyways, I made it back to base with a whole bunch of golden nugs. How many? Enough to craft myself a full suit of gold. Helmet, chests, legs, boots, and even a sword, which was weaker than the wooden sword and did the same amount of damage. How useless. But at last I was in a better position than I was from the start. Having explored the deadly Crimson Forest and the peaceful wasteland, I figured I'd take a look at whatever was down this cliffside. So I did some digging, and in spite of my best efforts, ran straight into a hoglin. But this time, I ran away like a coward. And survived. On my peaceful walk through the wasteland, I heard a few magma slimes bouncing around and followed the noise. There I discovered a bunch of them hanging out at the foot of another Nether fortress. This one way closer to home. I went to kill them in celebration of this discovery when a ghast came by and said hello by shooting fireballs at me. I ran around like an idiot before I punched a fireball right into its face. Sucker. Then I took on all the slimes at once in an epic battle of strafing sideways and stabbing them to death. Got a whole bunch of magma cream out of it, but I don't actually know what to use those for, so for now they're just more victory trophies. Standing at the base of this fortress, I was once again hit with the realization, boy, I sure would hate to die and lose all my stuff for like the third time this series. So I built myself a chest and shoved most of my inventory into it. I don't really imagine looting this place without dying at least a whole lot, so I need a bit of time to think about how I'm going to do this. So we're gonna leave things at that cliffhanger for now. Got a lot done today. I lost all my stuff, replaced all that stuff, and killed some non-hog related enemies. Actually, that's not a lot, is it? Oh. Well, I'll see you folks in the next episode where I take on the Nether Fortress as cowardly as possible. Bye! Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video!